Welcome again to Quick Flicks. Today, the movie we are going to explain is called Trader, which is a psychological thriller movie. And if you are involved in the stock market or want to get involved in the future, then this movie is a must-watch for you. And friends, do like the video and tell us in the comments how you liked it. The story begins with a girl named Amanda sitting in a basement and talking to someone on the phone. On the other side of the call is a man. After confirming his name, Amanda says she's speaking from the credit card safety department. Amanda says there have been some expensive transactions from your card. Did you make these transactions? Then the man says, I haven't used my card anywhere and my card is in my wallet. Amanda then says, to verify some details, can you confirm your card number? The man then gives her his card number and Amanda also takes the 3-digit CCVV from the back of the card. Actually, Amanda was a scammer who used to do small scams like this. She would use other people's credit cards to order goods online and sell them on other websites. This is how she made money. Amanda had big dreams, which couldn't be fulfilled by these small scams. She wanted to earn a lot of money in life. One day, while Amanda was browsing a bank's website, she received a message. Open a trading account for financial freedom. Amanda didn't know much about trading and investing, and she started thinking that she must first learn the basics of trading. So, she ordered a book to learn about trading. The book said that the stock market is basically a fight between bulls and bears. It means those who buy stocks are called bulls or buyers, and those who sell stocks are called bears or sellers. From the book, Amanda also learned when to go long on a position, i.e. buy, and when to go short, i.e. sell. If you think a stock's price will rise, you buy or go long on it, and if you think the price will fall, you sell or go short. This is called a bear position, to see whether the market is going up or down. The chart used is called a candlestick chart. Simply put, a green candle means buy and a red candle means sell. In the market, you always have to manage your risk. Only then can you survive in the market for a long time. After learning all this, Amanda calls the author of the book, Emily Ross, and says, Miss Ross, I read your book on the stock market. You have focused a lot on long-term investment in the book, but why didn't you focus on short-term investment? Then Emily says, so you're talking about day trading? Amanda says, yes, exactly. Emily replies, day trading is like a get-rich-quick scheme, or you could say day trading is a kind of gambling. Amanda says, but I've read about many people online who became successful through day trading. To this, Emily replies, the amount of lies told on the internet is more than ever before in human history. The truth about trading is, if 1 million people buy a lottery, all thinking they'll win, then tell me, who becomes rich? The one selling the lottery or the one buying it? Amanda replies, the one selling the lottery. Emily says, that's the truth about trading. In this game, it's always the big institutions, the lottery sellers, who make money. A day trader's life is like a prison. You can't eat peacefully. You can't sleep peacefully. You have to take quick decisions and actions constantly. And this cycle never ends. After hearing all this, Amanda sticks the last page of Emily Ross's book on the wall, which says, you cannot beat luck. But even after knowing all this, Amanda decides to do day trading because she wanted to get rich quickly. She logs into her trading app from her laptop and also connects to a social media network called MarketMouth, where people discuss the market. There, Amanda follows an account named Bob the Broker, whose tutorials are about candlesticks and patterns. Amanda starts memorizing all the patterns and rules told by Bob. Now Amanda is fully prepared and makes the first trade of her life. But on the very first day, Amanda incurs a loss of $2,700. Seeing this, Amanda gets very angry at herself. She writes the result of her first day on a big piece of paper. In this way, Amanda keeps incurring losses every day, and she writes loser about herself on paper daily. Then we are shown the 18th day of Amanda's day trading, and on that day, Amanda makes her first profit. She happily writes winner about herself on the paper. After that, on the 20th day, the 21st day, and many times afterward, Amanda makes profits. Every time she makes a profit, she writes it down and declares herself a winner. Now Amanda has gained confidence in herself. So now she writes real deal on a paper, meaning Amanda was now going to make a big trade. Amanda thinks she will short the stock of a pharma company because she believes its stock will fall. Actually, Deltapax Pharmaceuticals had conducted a clinical trial of one of its medicines. This anti-cancer drug was tested on 200 patients, and today the result of this trial was to be announced. Amanda believes that the company's trial will fail and its stock will fall, so she bets everything on this company's stock. Amanda also shares this on the social media platform called MarketMouth. There, she had created her profile under the name Daisy. She also writes, "I'm the only one who has shorted Delta Pax pharmaceutical stock. What do you all think about this? Then, as she had said, she shorts 2,000 shares of Delta Pax. As soon as the market opens at 9:30 a.m., Delta Pax's stock starts forming green candles and Amanda's loss starts increasing rapidly. Amanda starts panicking, seeing her loss. Now it was 12:30 p.m. and lunchtime on MarketMouth. People started mocking Amanda's post because the Delta Pax stock still hadn't fallen. Amanda's anxiety kept increasing and time was slipping away. Seeing this, Amanda becomes angry. Suddenly, Delta Pax's stock forms a big red candle. The stock keeps falling and Amanda moves from a loss into profit. News had spread in the market that Delta Pax's clinical trial had failed. The stock was falling and Amanda's target was also achieved. Seeing this, everyone on MarketMouth starts cursing Delta Pax and Amanda feels happy watching all this because everything happened just as she had thought. At 4 p.m., the market closes and Amanda notes her achievement on a large paper. Amanda had booked a profit of approximately $4,907. Anyway, at night, Amanda was smoking a cigarette. Suddenly, a message comes from Bob the broker, whose tutorials Amanda used to watch. Bob writes in the message, "You made a really good call today. Since when have you been trading?" Amanda replies, "I've been watching your tutorials for the past month, and today was my first real trade." Then the two start talking on the phone. Bob asks Amanda, "How did you predict that the stock would fall today?" Amanda replies, "Usually, when a pharma company is conducting a drug trial, its stock goes up, but when the results aren't good, the stock falls. I noticed this trend and short it today." Then Bob says, "Let me tell you a secret today. It's really hard to succeed in the market through technical analysis. The market only works on greed, fear, and hype. So never buy a stock based on hype. Instead, create the hype, and when everyone starts buying, sell at the top and exit." Now Amanda starts removing those pharma company stocks, which were conducting clinical trials of their medicines, and were about to release results soon. Amanda gathers whatever information she can find about those companies from the dark web. She also creates some dummy accounts on MarketMouth so that she can post from those accounts to create hype, and people influenced by her posts buy the stock, allowing her to sell at higher prices. In this way, Amanda makes a good profit. During this time, Amanda was in constant contact with Bob. Amanda used to share her analysis with Bob, and she also received a lot of information from him. Amanda stayed in her basement, fully focused on herself. She ate there, exercised there, and by taking every step to control her emotions, kept making profits. Now, Amanda was preparing to play a big game. One day, she was looking at a list of pharma companies when she noticed a company named Clean Therapeutics, and the name seemed familiar to her. Amanda looked at her medicine bottle and realized that it was the same company whose medicine she used to take. Amanda visited the company's website to find more details, where the CEO was announcing that their company would soon begin the second phase of a new medicine trial, specifically for stress disorders, meaning insomnia, anxiety, and constant nervousness. Then one morning at 9:30 a.m., Amanda woke up. It was raining heavily outside and the electricity had gone out. Because of this, Amanda couldn't take any trades that day. She had planned to invest in a stock that day but couldn't. In frustration, Amanda threw her phone. The whole day passed like this, and shortly after the market closed, the electricity returned. Amanda's phone started charging. Then she received a message from Bob. Bob shouted at Amanda for a long time because due to her, they missed out on investing in the stock they had agreed upon. Amanda also became angry at her fate. To relieve her stress, Amanda took a drug. After that, Amanda lost control of herself. She began to see everything around her moving. When the effects of the drug wore off, Amanda woke up in panic and saw that one of her hands was bleeding and there was a knife in the other. She noticed that she had also drawn arrows on the wall using blood. Amanda followed the signs she had made while under the influence. Then she saw that she had written something on a paper in her drugged state. Find John Hamilton. Even while high, Amanda had been researching Clean Therapeutics. Amanda began to search online for information about a man named John Hamilton and found many people with that name. Then she searched John Hamilton death and immediately found a news article stating that a 25-year-old army soldier named John Hamilton was killed in a police encounter, and the police claimed that John was going through a mental crisis. Amanda searched further and found another article in which John Hamilton's mother had claimed that her son had no history of mental illness. John's brother had told the media that his brother was not insane, Amanda realized that John was surely connected to the clinical trial of Clean Therapeutics. So she obtained a list from the dark web of people on whom clinical trials were being conducted. The list contained names of about 200 people. Amanda searched for John Hamilton in the list and found his name there. That meant John Hamilton was one of the 200 people on whom Clean Therapeutics was conducting clinical trials. The CEO had also announced that the trials would be conducted on army personnel, and John was indeed a soldier. Knowing this made Amanda very happy. Then Amanda found John's mother's number and called her. During the call, John's mother said, "A medicine company took my son's life. My son had come home on leave. When he arrived, his hands were trembling. He was having terrifying dreams every night, and they wouldn't leave him. He told me that even at home, he could still hear the sounds of bombs and gunfire. And one day, the police came to my house and started knocking on the door. When I opened it, the police said that your son John had caused some trouble in the mall. Before my son could attack the police, they shot him dead." After knowing all this, Amanda thinks about taking advantage of the situation. Then Amanda also calls John's brother Jake and completely provokes him to take revenge against Clean Therapeutics. After that, Amanda searches for information about Clean Therapeutics' head office on the internet. She finds out everything about their office and lobby. At 3 a.m., Amanda calls Bob and says that the clinical trial result of Clean Therapeutics is about to be released. Bob asks, "So tell me, will this stock go up or down?" Amanda had drawn a sign on a paper indicating the stock would go down, but she tells Bob that the stock will go up. She also says, "I have contacts with the company's former counsel from where I found out. They sent me a copy of the clinical trial result, and I have forwarded that copy to you." Bob asks when the company will announce the result. Amanda says they will announce it on Friday. Amanda asks, "If I turn out to be right, will you talk to your boss about me?" Bob replies, "Yes, of course. Why not?" Anyway, on Monday, when the market opens, Clean Therapeutics stock starts to rise steadily. The $25 share reaches $27. And Bob tells Amanda, "Based on your tip, we entered into Clean Therapeutics. We bought shares worth about $1 million. And this morning, I told my boss that you gave the tip. I'll introduce you to him next week." Now Amanda calls a company named Cold Creative Capital, and the call is transferred to Mr. Cold. Mr. Cold says, "So tell me, what do you want?" Amanda says, "Robert Webb, also known as Bob the broker, is he an employee of your company?" Mr. Cold says, "Yes, he is an employee of my company." Amanda asks, "Did Bob tell you that I was the one who gave the tip to buy Clean Therapeutics stock?" Mr. Cold asks, "Who are you? And what proof do you have that you told Bob this?" Amanda replies, "I knew Bob wouldn't tell you. Anyway, Mr. Cold, I'm the one who made you a lot of profit last quarter because of Bob." Mr. Cold says, "By the way, you still haven't told me what you want from me." Amanda says, "The position Bob currently holds in your company, I want the exact same position for myself." Then Amanda asks, "Did Bob tell you about the clinical trial result that I sent him?" Cold says, "Yes, he told me the result. And based on that result, I can confidently say that Clean Therapeutics stock price will reach $50 by Friday." Then Amanda says, "And what if I say that after touching $50, the stock price will fall to $3? What would you say?" Cold says, $3. That means the stock will drop by 90%. "But how can you say that?" Amanda says, "Because I know." However, Mr. Cold says, "I trust my firm and my people completely, and that's why I will stay in the long position on Clean Therapeutics." Amanda then says, "All right, if what I said turns out to be true, you will call me at 4 p.m. on Friday." Saying this, she hangs up the call. Now on Friday morning, Amanda gets ready and sells the Clean Therapeutics shares at the price of $29. At 9:30 a.m., the market opens. Amanda calls John Hamilton's mother and says, "Now is the right time." Then John's mother comes forward in the media and states that the cause of John's death was the clinical trial, and this clinical trial was being conducted by Clean Therapeutics on John. The statement of John's mother starts going viral on social media. As the statement goes viral, the stock price starts falling. People begin to sell off their holdings and exit the stock. Now, Amanda calls John's brother Jake and tells him to go to a location. Jake goes to that location as Amanda told him. There, he finds a packet. When he opens the packet, he finds a weapon inside. Amanda then says, "Now you have to take that packet to your target," meaning the head office of Clean Therapeutics, where the company's CEO was about to announce the result. At 12:30 p.m., the company's CEO appears in the media and says that all the allegations against their company are false. And she states that during the clinical trial of their medicine, there was no person named John on the patient list. Whoever makes false accusations against them, they will take them to court. On the other side, Jake reaches the head office. Amanda tells Jake, reach the 7th floor through the fire exit. In the conference room, all the greedy people are present who are responsible for your brother's death, and you know what you have to do with them. Saying this, she hangs up the call. Amanda is listening to the CEO's announcement of the company. Suddenly, the sound of gunshots is heard. Jake had entered the conference room and started shooting everyone, killing all the board members present in the conference room. People at the market mouth also begin discussing the gunfire incident. The news starts spreading and the company's stock price continues to fall. Everyone starts selling their shares and exiting the stock. Seeing all this, Bob calls Amanda. Amanda says, remember once you told me to start the fire yourself so you don't get burned? Now is the time to sell stocks, and you're sitting there holding them. Bob says, so all this happened because of you? Amanda replies, goodbye, Bob, and ends the call. Soon the stock falls to $3. It's now 4 p.m. and Amanda starts crying after seeing her profit. These are tears of joy. Amanda begins writing her winnings on paper. Just then she receives a call from Mr. Cole. He says, I'm impressed. You've done something extraordinary. Because of you, I had to bear a loss of around $15 million. Amanda replies, and what if I get you all that loss back by next Friday? Mr. Cole says, then I'm ready to offer you a higher position in my company. Are you ready to work? Mr. Cole asks her to meet him at his office at 9 a.m. on Monday morning. Amanda burns all the papers in her room where she had written down her wins and losses. After burning everything, Amanda walks out from her house's basement, and that's where this amazing movie ends. Thank you for staying with us. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're new. See you next time with another thrilling story.